a time to talk education. And transition from SHS to university is a whole world on its own. So help me welcome Abdul Malik, the TISAC president. Malik, you're welcome to the right show.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much. You're looking so good. I mean, I like your dress style.
Oh, wow. We are engineers, so I have to be in engineering fashion.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, Malik, you see, there is an adage that says that when in Rome, you have to do as the Romans do. Yes, and now we have level 100. They just came from SHS and now they're in the university. Okay, so can you tell me a bit about your journey, the time that you started level 100, what you experienced? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Oh yeah, I can tell you because most of the time I was with my friends and then we go through a lot. Okay. Especially when we are from different fields. Like me in particular was a science student and coming to technical universities was a little bit challenging because I was not having any idea about engineering drawing. Okay. So it wasn't easy for me at all. So sometimes I used to learn the engineering drawing with my colleagues. As soon as lectures stop, we go to the drawing room. We normally leave that lecture room around 10 p.m. It was so upsetting, but then we went through all those experiences and now we are here.
Okay. So, what are some of the challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them? Okay. When you were in level 100?
Okay, so some of the challenges that I faced was, as I already said, the engineering drawing, and sometimes another challenge that I emphasized was financial constraint. See, university is the biggest education level, and then it involves a lot of money. So I remember sometime we were writing an exam and my phone got spoiled. So before you can get access to timetable loan, you have to get a smartphone, and I was not having some. So I spoke to a colleague, and then he gave me his phone. So, but then along the line, when we were at the peak of the examination, he said no, he can't continue that again. So he took his phone, and at that very moment, I was so upset. I didn't know what to do. So I gave my father pressure, and then he went and spoke to a friend, and a friend gave him a phone on credits. If not that, that resource is what made me popular on campus. If not, I wouldn't have been here. So it wasn't an easy path.
It wasn't an easy challenge. So meaning you have to get a mobile device, or let me say a laptop, where you will use to, do all your assignment, your online class, and other kind of stuff. So it's very necessary. And as Malik is saying, that is one of his challenges that he faced when he was in level 100. Yes, and he explained how he overcame it. You understand? All right. So, as a level 100 student, what do you have to do? First thing, what do you have to do?
As a level 100 student, the first examination that you are going to take is the foundation of everything. And the foundation of everything is the pillar. If the foundation doesn't go on well, the building cannot stand. So I urge each and everyone to start preparation now by preparing their personal timetable and make sure they will comply with it diligently. Okay. And set targets every day. They should have the academic targets every day. Try and then, go by it, not deceiving themselves. Okay. Otherwise, they will not see the peak that they want to be.
So, meaning you, each and every level 100 student, for you to pass well, you need to get your personal timetable aside the school's timetable.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Wow. I hope you are learning. As a level 100 student, you should get your own timetable. So I'm sure their timetable are not out yet.
Sure, but they have their course registration slip. All those courses all the courses that they'll be doing are on it. So for now, they can start preparing it based on their capacity. Some of them they can learn 2 courses in a day, others 2. So you have to prepare yourself so that as soon as the timetable comes in, it will be like you are already in the system.
And you see, the timetable, it doesn't come on time. Okay, it doesn't come on time. Now that they are in school, they are in the house, what do you think they have to do? Do they have to go online? Since they have the course outline, do they have to go online and then search for PDF and then learn it? Or, I mean, what
That's
do they
the
do?
best thing to do. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I've been able to do well in this university. As soon as I had admission to the university, I went online and then I assessed some of the material that I'll be using in the school because I was able to see the course that I'll be doing in the university. So I prepared myself very well at home. So before I came in, I wasn't fine because I completed school 3 years before I came, 3 to 4 years before I came here. So imagine if I didn't prepare, competing with fresh students, the students who just completed SHS and they are in. You 3 years, you have completed 3 years ago, you're competing with fresh, just completed SHS brain. It wasn't easy. So that was my trick.
Wow.
That was my trick.
Wow. So you stayed in the house for 3 years?
Sure, 3 to 4 years before coming.
Wow. I'm confused because I'm thinking that I mean what's nothing for 3 years or no? I say I dream on Accra and the level one sorry the SHS those who just graduated from SHS to university they have fresh brain. But sometimes when they come here, they come to the university, their outcome or their results is not good. So like since they have the fresh brain, they have to know what to do. They have to get their own personal timetable and then do whatever they have to do to succeed. Is that right?
Yeah, you can prepare the personal timetable, but the thing is, if you don't comply with it, that thing is not about you being talented. And if you are talented and you don't put in effort, you will not reach the peak that you want to be. So, university level or academics is not about being talented. It's about those who put in hard work.
So even if you have the timetable and you don't put in hard work,
there's
or
no
you don't
way
follow it, there's no way you can succeed.
It is going to work, and there's no way to work out for you. Maybe you might pass, but you will not be like those who will be at the highest marks.
Okay, so now for you to succeed in the university, there are certain things that you need to do consistently for you to be good academically. What are some of the things that you did that made you succeed in throughout your academics?
Okay, me, one thing that always reminds me is where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is the one thing that always tells me to do more because when you are in a certain condition and then you are being given an opportunity, you make sure that you utilize that opportunity so that it won't be like you have wasted your energy or your time because you are competing with people who are from a rich family. For them, if they fail or if they pass, they have an option. If you are from a deprived family or from a deprived community, you have to always try as much as possible to be focused.
Okay.
So because you know that as soon as you fail, that's
it
your
for
end.
you. That's your end.
So that is one of the reasons why I'm always preparing ahead and always performing well because I know where I'm coming from.
So every student have to get a timetable and assign a timetable. You need to get a daily, let me say, daily goals.
Sure.
Wow. So you see, on campus here, there are a lot of activities, extracurricular activities. Now, how should they balance, or how did you balance this extracurricular activity with your academics? because there is this entertainment that they do not all the time. And you, as a president for CHUSA, how do you balance them?
Okay. So on their timetable,
Mhm,
they have to locate a certain place that they will be having their leisure time.
mhm,
So it could be maybe you have your leisure time on Friday, and TUSAC is organizing a program on Thursday.
mhm,
So it doesn't mean that you shouldn't come because you are having leisure time on Friday. You have to come on that program which is going to be held on Thursday. Then at your leisure time, you use that time that you use for that particular activity. Use it at your leisure time. You perform what I wanted to say is you see maybe you have prepared your timetable that you have leisure time on Fridays,
mhm. That's
and
your free time.
yeah, that's your free time. And your TUSAC too, you're having a program on Thursday of which you have to be there. It means that you'll be missing one particular uh, program, like one particular activity that you have planned. So
Mhm,
it means that you have to interchange them
mm,
during your leisure time. You have to move that particular activity over there. Then,
okay.
because otherwise you'll be
Mm,
missing out.
okay.
And then you end up spending your time for activities that you not plan for it.
Mm.
That's
So
it.
in every activity, you need to plan for it.
Sure.
Yeah. So as the president for CHUSA,
Okay.
sometimes you'll be in class, they'll call you. I mean, they'll call you to come and do something. They'll call you to come and I mean, a whole lot. It's a whole lot being a president for a big faculty like this. So how do you manage yourself? How do you balance yourself?
You see, I think I will give the thanks to our lecturers because they do well to give us handouts.
Mhm,
Because some of the other universities, when I ask some of my colleagues, they say they don't give them anything.
mhm,
So the handout is giving us a clue of what we should have for the
mhm,
exams. So since I have my handouts,
mhm.
after attending my programs and my meetings, I have to go back and then set up in the during the night. So normally see me on campus during the night. Those of my friends who know me very well, they know that I'm always most of the time I'm active
In the
learning in
night.
the night.
So meaning you are busy during the day, but
Sure.
active in the night,
Right.
whilst others
Others are
are
sleeping.
sleeping. Wow, this is a brilliant idea, and I think the level 100 too, they have to, learn from what you're doing because some of them might go in for SRC position and all that kind of stuff, and you'll be busy during the day. You'll be busy during the day, so the night should be a good time for you to learn. Yeah, as Malik is saying. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Now, those who don't have a handout, sometimes the handouts it doesn't come early. Sometimes it do come when exams are approaching,
Yeah.
and most of them too they don't get time to go to class. I don't know their reasons for that. Yes. So since they don't, the handout doesn't come early. What do you think they have to do?
Okay. Some of the lecturers, when the handout is not in, they will give you the course
Course
outline.
outline. Okay.
So based on the course outline, you can get some materials on the internet and you read it. So before they will
Mm,
give you the handout, you have a clear idea of what you are going to learn,
mm,
and things will be easy for you. It's like whenever you are going to learn something that you've not seen before, the rate at which you understand that particular thing will be different from when you have seen that thing before. You have heard something about it.
mm.
So I think those of when the handout is laying, this is what they should do to
Okay.
prepare ahead.
Okay. Now, a lot of people on campus here struggle with procrastination and time management. They will give them assignments. They'll be like, the lecturer will be like, you have to submit it on Friday. Let me say they give them assignment on Wednesday and they have to submit it on Friday. Since they have one day free, that is Thursday, they'll be like, oh, I'll do it on Friday. And sometimes they forget and it causes a whole lot of problem. So it's like time management is their problem. Procrastination is also their problem. I'll do it today, I'll do it today. So what advice would you give to those people?
What I would say is that they have to be consistent. Otherwise, they cannot achieve anything because in this life, nothing comes by chance. And whatever that you have accepted to do, you have to do it well. So as soon as they give them, as soon as they set a task before them, they have to make sure that as soon as that time as soon as they reach that particular moment, they have to make sure that that thing is done.
Is done before the day
Sure.
ends.
Otherwise, can never achieve anything. Procrastination is, I know, it's not easy, but
It's
then
the worst thing.
they can do something about it by being consistent and then setting their personal goal, their personal academic goal will help them.
Wow. So I learned that you've been teaching a whole lot of people. I mean, a whole meaning plenty, a lot of people,
Sure.
and you are a mentor to them.
Sure.
Yeah. So what have you noticed from the freshers and the continuing students? What have you noticed, especially the continuing student? What have you noticed from them? Maybe
Okay.
some kind of mistakes.
Okay, the continuing students normally those who do well in their first year end up performing poorly in their subsequent years because once they are able to perform well, they think, oh, that's their end. Now they have seen that the university is not that difficult as they were hearing. So now they can go on to do their normal, they can live their normal life. While the level hundreds, they also think they have more time ahead, so they can do whatever they want. In last minute, they think they can overcome all those mistakes that they have done. That is a wrong perception because continuing students, for them, you have to be consistent. Over here, each exam that you are going to write counts. It has effect in your final exam. So you have to make sure that this particular task is a long-term process and you have to be active at every moment.
Okay.
But for the level hundreds, they also have to remember that this is their first time and it's their foundation. And they when a building is not when a building does not have a solid foundation, it cannot stand.
You cannot stand.
So they have to make sure that they utilize this opportunity very well, this moment. Otherwise, I know some of my friends, they are very good, but because of their first sem exams at level 1 was poor, they have not been able to catch up till now. Sure. But meanwhile, the whole department knows that they are very good, but they don't know the reason why they are still
their
below.
GPA
Sure,
is down.
it's down. So that all these are some of the reasons why. They have to be consistent on both level 100 and the
Level 200.
continuing students.
Okay, so consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And you see, sometimes people will be doing their midterm, people will be writing their midterm, whilst others are having fun on campus. I can't remember 2 years ago when the freshers came, there was a couple week ongoing, whilst some were writing midterm. Have you, as a president, have you come across such situation whereby maybe people will be having their midterm and the teachers are also organizing a program like that?
Sure, sometimes it happens because it's like you can't accept the petition from everybody. Maybe you the president, you are having a midterm and all of them have that's their only free time that they can devote for that particular program. Then it means that at that very moment, if it is possible, you have to sacrifice. But if it's not possible, you have to let somebody replace you. Then you go back to take up your midterm. It happens because it's very difficult for you to get all of them on board. But always you have to look at the majority. The majority I think is the best option.
Okay, and sometimes students are afraid to approach they're afraid to get in contact with the lecturers. I don't know why, most of them, because most of them are having challenges and problems, but to see the lecturers, they find it challenging. What should they do?
Okay. I think for them not seeing the lecturers is totally wrong. And I think what they should do is that they shouldn't see the lecturers as they should treat the lecturers as their father, their senior brothers. Because as for me, if not the lecturers, maybe I wouldn't have been here. Because some time ago, the kind of support that the lecturers, some of my lecturers gave it to me is so wonderful. So we should treat the lecturers as brothers and friends as well. I think that one will help us to associate with them very well.
All right. So, what one piece of advice would you give to 1100 students and also the continuing student?
Oh, as I already said, consistency, and they should. Those who are very good shouldn't have it in mind that, oh, me, I'm a brilliant student, I'm a shako. No, it doesn't work like that. They have to make sure that they always work hard and then be consistent, because without hard work, consistent and perseverance, they cannot reach the peak that they want to be.
Okay, Malik, I think that there are some things here that it's for you. Everything is for you. The rewards and everything is for you. So you can enjoy them.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So consistency is the key. Consistency is the key here in university. And you have to take everything serious. Your academics, you have to set a goal for yourself. You have to, daily goals. Since you have your personal timetable, you have your academic timetable, you need to get a personal timetable for yourself, which is very, very important. Yes. So next week we're going to talk about. We're going to delve more into time management. So stay tuned. My name is Brad Washi, and